Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox, and I'd like to welcome you to the Daily Compliance News. The Daily Compliance News is an offering of the Compliance Podcast Network. May 25, 2019, the Chief Executive's Behaving Badly edition. First up, in a story with that exact subject matter, Gillian Tett on an opinion page at the FT talks about the corporate world is now filled with CEOs behaving badly. She cited to a PwC report about ethical lapses by chief executives, and of course, the fact that more chief executives have been released from their positions, i.e. fired, for ethical lapses than for simply not making their financial numbers. It's going to be interesting to see how this combination of technology and declining trust allows protests against CEOs to snowball rapidly. Next up, what is a conflict of interest? In the Wall Street Journal, we have an article that a high-ranking FEMA official who oversaw the reconstruction of Puerto Rico's electrical grid is under investigation by a U.S. government watchdog for allegations she steered work to a utility contractor. The official in question, Ashasha Tribble, was relieved of her duties and placed on administrative leave amid a continuing probe by the Department of Homeland Security. 1MDB is back in the news as Malaysian police announce, or rather raid, the Kuala Lumpur offices of Deloitte as they ramp up investigations into the scandal. Huge sums were stolen from 1MDB, and Deloitte came under scrutiny after it audited 1MDB's 2013 and 2014 financial statements. The auditors' actions have been questioned, and it's going to be interesting to see how that might all play out going forward. And finally, it's going to be a bad day when you lose a court case, but it's an even worse day when the judge slaps the leaders of a corporation for misstatements, lies, falsehoods, and selective memory during a trial. That happened this week in the court's ruling against Qualcomm. It was a stinging rebuke to the chipmakers' leaders by federal judge Lucy Cole, who repeatedly criticized Qualcomm executives for their sworn testimony during the Federal Trade Commission's antitrust case against the chipmaker, pointing to discrepancy between their words and the evidence. She called out Qualcomm witnesses, including CEO Steve Mollenkopf, President Cristiano Amon, and retired co-founder Irwin Jacobs, for what she said were dubious statements and in some cases their demeanor on the stand. In addition to giving testimony under oath at trial, which contradicted their contemporaneous emails, handwritten notes, and recorded statements to the IRS, some Qualcomm witnesses lacked credibility in other ways. She said that the court largely discounted Qualcomm's trial testimony prepared specifically for this litigation, and as with most triers of fact, she relied on the contemporary evidence or contemporary information going forward. If you are interested in the new Department of Justice Evaluation of Corporate Compliance 2019 guidance, check out the most recent episode of Everything Compliance, where the entire gang breaks down a component of it. Finally, I'm extraordinarily pleased to announce a new show which will premiere on the Compliance Podcast Network in the month of June. It will be Trekking Through Compliance, compliance lessons from the original series of Star Trek. I'm going to do the entire TOS oeuvre over the next 79 days. I hope you will check in. It will be a short 5-minute podcast each day with compliance lessons from each episode. It will be a ton of fun.